Hello, long time no see YouTube. This is Colin again. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you a kind of midwinter update slash New Year update. Happy New Year. It's 2020. The future is now. And yeah, that's a very futuristic sounding decade. Makes me really feel old. Because yeah, I was born in 1989, so yep, getting up there. But anyways, just wanted to show you some new stuff I got. I got this Cattleya walkeriana var semi alba from, and actually the clonal name is Tokyo #1 from Orchids Limited, otherwise known as orchidweb.com. And it came in bud, and my buds are open. And I paid a pretty penny for this one. I think it was like $150. But it was definitely worth it. This is an awarded clone. The form is really good. The colors are beautiful. I don't know if you can see this, but it almost has these kind of flammea type flaring on it. These little purple markings on the petals. It's just really beautiful. There's like, it just glows. It's iridescent. And the scent is very powerful. Like most walkerianas, it has a room-filling scent. My one complaint about it is that it was sent to me in sphagnum moss and in a clay pot. The clay pot would have been good if it had chunkier medium perhaps, but it didn't. It had sphagnum moss. So a lot of these roots that you see in here, they're kind of, I think they're dead. The good news is my bud's still opened. I'll get to enjoy the blooms a little bit, and from what I've seen of Cattleya walkeriana, as long as you keep the roots like really dry in between waterings and make sure you water like when they're dry, they should recover pretty quickly. Because I had another walkeriana I received from Seattle Orchid. It's the purple one I showed you in a couple of my other videos. It recovered very quickly, and it bloomed very quickly after it grew some new roots too. So it should grow some new roots really soon from these flower spikes and then make a new growth. So I'm not expecting this one to die, and there is no way in hell I'm getting rid of this one. This is one I want to keep and have recover. So here she is, and one last look at her, and then I'll show you some other stuff I have going on. I know I said winter is kind of a bad season for me. That's still pretty true. Most of my plants bloom in like spring, summer, and fall, but I have a few other things going on right now I just wanted to show you. The Sherry baby, I don't know if you can see this, but she has a spike, and the spike is just beginning to open up the first blooms on it. Here's the first one. Hasn't even gotten the lip extended yet. So that's a pretty good strong spike. And I've got another spike right here. I don't know if you can see that, but another spike there. So this one, I really highly recommend the Sherry baby. The fragrance is great, and once you get to a big kind of clump, it starts to mature growths in like this staggered sort of way. So like it made a bunch of little growths, and then they kind of just all matured at separate times throughout the summer all the way going into, this is midwinter. So I've had spikes and new growths and all kinds of stuff going on for a very long time. She's just been a very vigorous grower. The leaves look disgusting though, so don't feel too bad if your leaves look bad. Mine have never looked good. She's still growing, she's still got a good root system, and she's still blooming, so I'm not too worried about it. I've got some path buds over here coming up. I got 3 spikes and sheaths on this Maudier type path, so that one's a good performer. I've got buds on my Potnera or Potnera Dick Smith Paradise, and I have a sheath on my other Potnera Dick Smith, but it doesn't seem to be plumping up, so maybe it'll bloom on the next growth. Seems like the Dick Smiths, they make growths primarily in the winter and early spring, and it's usually only 2 or 3, so you have 2 chances probably to get it to bloom. This one looks like it's gonna make it. I saw some thrips on it earlier. I still haven't tried out the nematode suggestion from, I think it's Rez Quetzal, suggested to try nematodes. I want to try it out really badly, and I think I might buy some from Amazon with the gift card I got from Christmas. So we'll try that out, see if that kills my thrips for good. But so far, you know, my buds are alive on this one, so hopefully they stay that way, because Dick Smith is amazing. Great fragrance, great colors, and she seems to be a very good grower too. She makes lots of roots. My buds on my RLC Memoria antibalmors have died except for one growth. And I saw thrips on this one also, but I think what really killed the buds was that I sprayed it with neem oil. I don't think it was the thrips that did it. I think my neem oil treatment was what killed my buds, but I'm not sure on that. But there's some more buds popping up out of a sheath here. So I got 3 there. And what I'm doing is I'm spraying the growths down here with neem oil, trying to keep the thrips from coming up from the pot. And that seems to be working okay. It seems to be keeping them away for the most part. But a few get up, and then I'm gonna have to try and find a way to get them off my buds without spraying the buds with neem, because the neem seemed to have killed the buds too. Stylus loose smeary bluebird is Inglorious Spica, and man is she fragrant. She smells really beautiful, and I recommend this one also. This is the, well, I mean, it bloomed good 3 or 4 times last year. It was in bloom a bit before the new year. And yeah, beautiful fragrance on it. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely very nice. And she's just a star performer for me. So here she is outside of the light. Okay. Other than that, I mean, oh, I forgot one last thing. So normally these are summer blooming phals. This is Orchid World Bonnie Vasquez, but she's Inglorious Spica. I'm not going to take her out from the light stand, so you're not going to be able to get a very good picture of her, but I got 4 buds on this spike. It's a really good spike. So that's her, and she smells gloriously like kind of Fruit Loopy plastic. It's a bit like Bellina, it's a bit like something else. Not the strongest phal scent in the world, but it's there. Actually, when I try to show off the scent to some people, they can't smell it at all, so sometimes I feel like I'm a bit crazy. But no, I think there's something there. So that's her, and I've got buds on, oh geez, what are you? Let me look at your tag. Hanover Passion has a big fat bud that's plumping up, and my phal Samara just got done blooming, and she's making another bud too. So that's really awesome, because I thought these were primarily summer bloomers. It seems like they are blooming well into winter for me. I think it's because I didn't cut back on my daylight hours. I'm doing an experiment. I used to cut back on my hours of daylight in the winter. Nope, not this year, and it seems like my plants almost like that better. So we'll see if that affects blooming. But yeah, other than that, things just progressing new growths and growing really nicely. And with that, I wish you a wonderful new year, and I hope you have some new things blooming in your collections also. Oh, one last thing, I'm working on editing a repotting video for these 2 right here, and I put them in hydroponics, and I've got some pretty good new root growth coming out. So when I actually repotted these had rotten roots at the bottom, but not anymore. I think they're recovering really well now that I put them into wick watering / paper towel culture. So I hope to have that edited soon. My job's been really crazy. I work in a medical lab, and I've been working a lot of overtime recently, so I haven't really been too heavy into YouTube recently. So as soon as I get that ready, it'll be up. But other than that, have a great time. Bye-bye.